What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Venom issue number 22. This is Venom versus Flexo. Now, Flexo is something that we have seen just recently, a symbiote from World War II. And at first, this looked like it might be Carnage, but the further we dive into Flexo, the more we are seeing that this is something else. This is something different. But one thing is for sure, Flexo has one name on his mind. One name that he plans to hunt down and to kill. That name is Eddie Brock. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up in 1942. Flexo currently in cold storage. And while the Williams brothers, they sit here and argue over what is going to happen with him, because Flexo was used for military applications. But when he was sent into battle, he decimated everything. While yes, he killed a bunch of Nazis, he had broke out of containment over 100 miles from his target destination. If he had waited, they could have ended the war. Instead, he destroyed an occupied village. It was through sheer luck that no civilians had been killed. And so with this failure, they put Flexo onto the ice. They freeze him until they know what to do with him. This is what picks us up in present day. That ice has begun to thaw. The cryostasis that he has been suspended in, it is breaking apart. As we see the containment break, the fist of Flexo bursting out of it. The one thing he is looking for is Eddie Brock. This is what takes us to Dylan and Venom, the two of them swinging through the city. And Dylan has been having a very hard time after just laying one heck of a beatdown on Norman. What Dylan really wants to do is kill his own father. Saying it out loud makes it even harder to think about. But Venom is kind of forcing him into these emotions, making him confront them. Because right now ahead of them, they are about to use Dylan's power, the power of the Codex, to free symbiotes from his dad's grasp, or from any other King in Black. They are building a hit squad of symbiotes separated from the Hive. And that whatever Eddie is into, whatever he's caught up in, Venom says that they're gonna get him back. That it's okay to feel the way he is feeling. But that's not why they're building this symbiote squad. This is when, swinging through the city, they see Flexo. Not really sure what this is, but they know that it is something symbiote, looking almost robotic, thinking maybe this is something from the Life Foundation. But Venom can smell it, and it's not one that he would know. With all the police and everything else currently looking for symbiotes in the city, we see them take on a disguise. He takes on the form of Iron Man, calling it the Mark 125 organic metal armor, trying to play the part of Tony Stark. This stops the cops from opening fire. It gives him the chance to go in and talk to Flexo. And while talking to Flexo, Flexo is having flashbacks from back in the war. Somebody is talking to him. Somebody is telling him about Eddie Brock. But this is where Flexo snaps and he goes in to attack, throwing a heavy punch at Venom. He is able to block it. Lifting up his hand, he shoots what is called symbiote waste. Venom stores it up and then shoots strands of it all over the city. He never thought to use it as a water cannon, but this is enough to send Flexo flying backwards, with Flexo having another flashback. The person asking, who is the one that put you here? Who is the one that broke your destiny? And that name is Eddie Brock. At this point, he believes that underneath Venom is Eddie, as Flexo manifests a machine gun onto his hand, and he opens fire, with Venom taking a hail of gunfire. We see Venom form a knife and stab it right through Flexo, introducing him to All Black the Chainbreaker. In this moment, Flexo recognizes that this is not Eddie. Like Venom has been trying to tell him, this is Dylan. And Dylan believes that all Flexo wanted was to be free of the chains, to be free of the hive, as the two of them make their getaway into the sewers, wanting to avoid all the police and everything on the outside, afraid the Thunderbolts might show up and cause even bigger problems. He takes Flexo down into the sewers, as he gets a flashback yet again of that battlefield. A person asking, who forced you here? Who broke your destiny? What is his name? His name is Eddie Brock, the so-called King in Black. And when the time is right, Flexo will be the hand of vengeance against Eddie Brock, and Dylan Brock will be his weapon. This is when it is revealed that the one that is talking to Flexo is none other than Dr. Doom. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely an interesting turn of events. Now, what is seemingly happening here is that Flexo has been displaced. Somehow in time and space, Flexo isn't supposed to be here. We don't know what his true destiny was or where he really came from. But what Dr. Doom is saying is that it is Eddie Brock's fault. And Dr. Doom apparently manipulating time and space itself. We don't know what role he is going to play in all of this. But obviously he has known about Eddie Brock and the King in Black for quite some time. But Dr. Doom isn't taking Eddie on face to face. He's not going toe to toe with him. He is manipulating and scheming, going to use Flexo, and Flexo is going to use Dylan. By doing this, they plan to take down the King in Black, Dr. Doom playing the puppet master. It seems like everybody wants to take out Eddie. They want to take out the King in Black. But with Eddie's ability to manipulate time and space on his own, to pop up anywhere in the timeline where a symbiote might be, does he already know? Is he well aware of Doom's involvement? While currently preoccupied on Meridius and everything else, it seems that he is relatively unaware that Doom is also making plays. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Venom, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.